Welcome to the O'Connor Elder Law channel. I'm your host, Melissa O'Connor. I'm a Florida-based elder law attorney who does estate planning focused on long-term care, commonly referred to as Medicaid planning, and I do probate, and I do it well. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the reason why everybody should have a durable power of attorney and a healthcare surrogate. But before I do, I wanted to invite you to schedule a free strategy session with me at eldermeeting.com. So I wanted to discuss why I think it's important for every adult to have a durable power of attorney and a healthcare surrogate in place. Recently, I had a case come through my office involving an adult, a middle-aged adult. This person was in their lower 50s, not quite 55, just over 50 years old. So for me, in an elder law practice, this is a young person, right? This person was still working in the workforce. This person had minor children that were still in elementary school. They also had young adult children from prior relationships that were in college. And it was a blended family in the sense that this person had children with 3 different women. So they had children from multiple relationships, and their recent long-term relationship, which was over 10 years, was not a marriage. They were living together because at that point, life goes. Sometimes people experience marriage once, twice, and by the 3rd time, they may be resistant to the concept of marriage. And so that was this family dynamic. That was this person's life. It's not an uncommon story. But this person suffered some sort of medical incident. We're not quite sure if this person suffered a stroke or if this person suffered early onset dementia. But essentially, this person lost their ability to speak. They lost their use of their words and their vocabulary. Scans were done. Medical appointment after medical appointment was taken care of. This person's business now was having to run on its own. They ran their own business. They worked for themselves. They had their own business, and so they were relying heavily on their team to just keep that business going so everybody can make payroll and all of that stuff as the family is trying to sort out what's going on. This person did not have any sort of durable power of attorney in place, nor did they have a healthcare surrogate document in place initially. We came to discover through the process that they actually did sign a healthcare surrogate document at the hospital one time when they went in for a surgery where they designated their longtime partner as their healthcare surrogate. Unfortunately, they didn't mention that to their partner, so she didn't know that there was a valid healthcare surrogate document. And as you can imagine, what happened is this family ended in a fight. Everybody was battling to be the person that's going to be in charge of the decision making for this man. The life partner obviously thought that they were supposed to be the one because they've been with them for a decade. They're the ones that have a small children in a family unit. And the young adult child, the one in college, thought that they were the most appropriate person to be in charge of the decision making for their father, that they were blood, that this other person, he never married the life partner, so that somehow that wasn't a valuable relationship. And the matter went before the guardianship court, and unfortunately, before anybody was able to make any decisions in the court, that man passed away. But it left a whole family in turmoil, and it really left nobody with the ability to make any sort of meaningful difference or to meaningfully help this person. They are now in a medical crisis. They cannot speak for themselves. All of their executive functioning is starting to fail. The family is in crisis, and instead of having clear instructions as to who's the decision maker, who can have access to the business accounts and make payroll, who can pay family household bills, who can make medical decisions, it ended in chaos and it ended in upset, and all because we did not have clear instructions. So it's really important that everybody have these documents put in place. Put them in place now while you're healthy. Pick the people you want. Let them know that you actually picked them and where to find these documents at if there is a crisis. So that way they know that they're the ones in charge and what you expect of them, right? How you want them to behave and how you would like them to help you. We have those people in our life that we know we can count on, but we may just be hesitant to name them for some reason, or to talk about the possibility of bad things happening. But these are important conversations and they shouldn't be avoided, particularly if you have a complicated family dynamic where you may have a life partner that you're not married to, you may have adult children from prior relationships that may or may not get along with your life partner, or they seem to do now, but if there was a crisis, you're not sure that everybody would respect each other's roles. Putting it clear on paper what your wishes are is really important in those circumstances. So everybody should have these documents in place. Not only those of you who are closing to retirement age and getting into the golden years, where we can expect some sort of medical events to happen here or there. Everybody should have these documents in place. If this information has been helpful, I ask that you like and share with others. And as always, you can schedule a free strategy session with me at eldermeeting.com. Thank you for joining me.